Next, we will hear from Kyle Vogt, President, Co-founder, and CTO of Cruise.
Thank you. My name is Kyle. I'm at Cruise, a company that's working hard every single day to make self-driving cars reality. I think autonomous vehicles are today's space race. The technology challenge is unlike anything that we've seen since the Apollo program, and the stakes are enormous. I think the opportunity to go after safety roads, more accessible transportation for seniors and people with disabilities, and cleaner air are all important things to work on, and one of the most important things that anyone can be working on today. But unlike the 1950s, today's drive or today's space race is being led by the private sector and not the government. That makes PAVE even more important, and Cruise is proud to help launch this initiative to bring industry together with consumer, safety, accessibility, and environmental advocates to educate the public about the potential and the reality as it exists today of this technology. As someone who's in the trenches working on this technology every day, I'm well aware of how mystifying it can be for people experiencing it for the first time and how complex the underlying technology is. I think PAVE will be key to unlocking the potential of AVs by helping people better understand it. The vehicles that we build are pretty complicated, and they have, a supercomputer in the trunk and an array of sensors like LiDARs, radars, cameras, and GPS that the vehicle uses to build a virtual model of the world around it and where all the other people and pedestrians and cars are. That allows the vehicle to know where it is, where things are moving, and what decisions it should make in the future. It's a pretty complicated chunk of technology, but that's critical to achieving a safe product and something we all want to use. We test our cars and evaluate their safety 24/7 in the real world. Our home is San Francisco, one of the most dense urban environments in the country, and we think by testing there, we're going to develop the technology faster and achieve the level of safety needed to deploy these vehicles at scale. That means interacting with countless pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles, even when they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. And we take safety very seriously since we are testing on public roads, and we take public education very seriously. We know firsthand how important it is. People need to understand the technology in order to feel comfortable with it and ultimately to trust it with their lives. And we know there's a direct link between understanding and acceptance. We see it every day in our work with community groups and neighborhood associations, with policymakers and first responders. But getting there takes work, and PAVE could not come at a more critical moment for us and for the industry. Because at the same time, companies like ours are working hard to provide a safe, self-driving ride-sharing service, media interest is picking up, public attention is dialing in, and people are understandably a bit confused. There's a lot of misinformation floating around, and it's on all of us, especially this group here, to help correct that. I've been working on Cruise for the last 5 years, but I first had the idea when I was 13 years old on a road trip across the country with my dad. We were going down a 2-lane highway. It was just a straight shot across western Kansas for hours. And I just thought to myself, that is such a waste of our most precious commodity, which is our time. And it's sort of at that moment that I decided I wanted to use technology to solve this problem. And I think if we can develop a technology and use that to unlock that time that people waste commuting or driving, that's a pretty powerful thing. And then when you add to that the thousands of deaths on our streets every year and the barriers to independence and freedom faced by people with disabilities, seniors, and others, that seems like a pretty good thing to work on. So for me, this is my life's work. I knew it when I was 13, and I feel it even more strongly now. It's why I dedicated myself to building this technology every single day. I know AVs are going to change the way we live and work. They're going to save lives, improve accessibility, and reduce emissions. And PAVE is going to help get us there faster. Thank you.